Hey there, a couple of you have sent me an email or two asking about how to get started with these assignments and homework in personal finance, and I just wanted to go over a few things and let you know what's going on. So when you log into personal finance in Blackboard, you're going to select first the assignments tab. Everything that you need to do will be in the folder for that chapter. The only thing you might need to come out of the folder for to go and locate the financial forms. So we'll start with Unit 1, and we're going to start with Chapter 1, and the instructions for Chapter 1 are right here at the very top. So it says, first of all, to read the chapter, introduction, and watch the videos for the book. In order to watch the videos, you've had to have purchased the book from the bookstore, and on the back of the book there'll be taped a green card for access for the chapter videos. I've given you a link here in Blackboard, so here on the left you'll select the Foundations U web link. This is only a link to go outside of Blackboard to watch the videos. You'll use that code that's on the green card, you'll type it in here and you'll select Continue. Once you've watched the videos, you'll come back to Blackboard. You'll go back to the folder. Your instructions again say watch the videos, and then you can fill in the blanks in the video. The blanks are in the book in each chapter. For example, there are 5 videos in chapter 1. There are 5 sections with blank sentences in there. So the first one might be something like sorry, should have my book out and ready. The first one might be something like this, and you can see the page has blank spaces, and you're supposed to watch the video, and as the video is going along it will read the question or give you the answer to the question, and then you fill in the blanks. So this particular question says it has a blank connotation. In other words, this is a chapter 2 example asking about whether or not this is a positive or a negative connotation. Alright, so you watch the videos, you answer the questions. That's part 1. The second thing says to read the chapter recap. That means you've read the chapter and now you're reading the summary or the recap of it. The next thing will be to complete the case studies. The case studies are going to be found at the back of the chapter. There are 2 or 3 case studies per chapter. These are folks who have a personal dilemma. And so you're going to read the case study, and based on the information given to you in the chapter, not your personal opinion, you're going to answer the case study as if you were a personal financial advisor. So the first case study has to do with Jeremy, and Jeremy's considering taking out student loans. And what you're going to do is advise him on whether or not this is a good idea and what he might do. Again, this isn't your opinion or what you think you know. It's what you've learned while you've read this chapter about money and financial management. All right, and hopefully by the end of the first set of case studies, you'll understand what we're looking for here. You're going to answer them at least in a paragraph, and you're going to answer all the questions for that particular case study. You have to do all the case studies in the chapter. So there are usually 3 in each chapter. Sometimes there's only 2. You're going to write all of that up in a Word document. You're going to save the Word document somewhere that you can access it later, like a flash drive or onto your computer. And then you're going to turn that in. It will go into one of the folders. Right here you'll see that this is the chapter 1 case study. So you'll click the case study link and you'll browse to find the file where you've saved it in a location that you can access, and you'll select the file by its name, so it will say something like chapter 1 case study, and you'll open the file and then you'll submit the file. Once you've submitted it, you'll see that it will give you a message where mine says not saved. Yours will say submission has been saved. Mine says not because I'm not a student enrolled in the class. All right, and that will be all. That's your case study. Now the next thing would be the homework activities. So the homework activities are going to be different for each chapter, but I will tell you which ones you need to do and turn in here. So right here it says for the chapter 1 homework activities, they are the rate of return activity and the goal tracker activity. And these homework assignments have already been saved and created on PDF documents for you. So they can be found back one folder. If you go back using your back button in Blackboard to the assignments or the Unit 1 folder, you'll see right above here there are Unit 1 activity sheets. And if you open them, they're listed in order by chapter. So the first two are the rate of return activity, the goal tracker activity. You're going to open the rate of return activity, and you're going to do one of two things. You're going to download the form by selecting this download button and print it out, and then use a scanner and scan it back in. That's the hard way. Or you're going to download it and save it and then use a PDF editor to make changes to the document, because you can't type it while you can't type into it while it's in the internet form that it's in now. You have to use a PDF editor to change it. So once you've completed the activities, you'll come back to the assignments folder, go back into chapter 1, and all together, when they're all finished, you'll click the homework activities or homework assignments folder, and you'll load all those files up together. So I'm going to browse. This will allow you to upload multiple files, and you're going to find the rate of return activity. I just found a random file there. You're going to find the goal tracker activity, and now notice I have two files here. Remember, I just found random files, okay? I have two. If you have more than two, you can do that again. Select browse and go get another one. All right. Or if you have even more than three, you can go get another one and select that. So now I have four. 1, 2, 3, 4 files loaded, and all I'll do is click submit once again. Again, you'll be told that your file was achieved successfully. Mine won't do that because I'm not a student. Okay, so homework's been done, case studies have been done. Now you're going to post into the discussion board. There's some detailed instructions about that. You'll click the DB. You'll be able to create a thread. When you click the create a thread button, you'll see the question or the prompt for this particular chapter, and you'll be able to write about it. After you have submitted your post, then folks, you're going to go back and you're going to read your fellow students' posts and reply to whatever it is they have to say about that. All right, so back to assignments once again, back to chapter 1. And the last two things for this chapter are both the quiz, which shouldn't take you very long at all. They're pretty easy. You'll find most of the answers to the quiz in the chapter summary. And then finally, the test. The thing that's going to take you the most time are the case studies, and then followed by the homework activities. So remember, don't open the homework folder until you're ready to submit everything at once. The case studies need to be written out in a Word document and saved and submitted there. And hopefully you guys will understand that and not have any questions. But if you do, just let me know. Again, you can't get the access code unless you've purchased the book from us, and the book is not resellable. You have to have a unique or new code for every session of this class that you take.